with non-habit forming ZzzQuil. Better days start with ZzzQuil nights.
Colbert's got John Cena tonight on CBS.
CBS next Tuesday.
Any witnesses?
One, if you can call her that.
Virtual girlfriend to thousands.
Hello.
Well, that's super creepy.
CBS Tuesday is FBI night.
Was this guy murdered by his own AI?
Goodbye.
All new episodes next Tuesday on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
We're having a heat wave, a winter heat wave roller coaster. I'll tell you the temp outlook and when flurries could return. Live from downtown Marquette, it's your 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, new details about that incident at the Marquette Alger-Risa building this afternoon, why police are calling it a false alarm, and what might have caused it. Plus, the mild winter isn't just affecting the UP, it's affecting all of Michigan. How much of a financial hit ski slopes across the state have seen. And a historic icon in Corktown is getting a new lease on life. Who's reopening Central Station? Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
It's actually not terribly chilly out there tonight, Air. It's like a fall spring part 2 right now.
Are we on 2 or 3?
2 or 3.
I've lost track,
Yeah.
But yes, it has been fairly mild out there this evening. Although when I was walking the dogs earlier, it was a little breezy. I was kind of surprised, but we do have some gusts out there up to around 20 miles an hour. We'll see those clouds increasing tonight along with patchy fog, which we can expect in the morning. Some areas, possibly some dense freezing fog. I'll tell you more about that after the break here. Temps right now still fairly warm, 20 to 35 degrees. I've got your full forecast after this.
Thank you very much, Ariane. We have new details tonight about that false alarm at the Marquette Alger-Risa building in Marquette this afternoon. Marquette police say the incident is still under investigation, but it appears to be a technical error with the building's alarm system. Marquette Alger-Risa says the intruder alarm sounded off this afternoon. Multiple police agencies arrived at the building on East Ohio Street just after 4 p.m. Staff and visitors to the building immediately followed lockdown procedure. Marquette police tell us they knew early on it was a false alarm, but blocked off surrounding streets out of an abundance of caution. Officers spent about 2 hours checking every room in the building, even checking cars in the parking lot as per protocol, and cleared the scene just after 6 o'clock. Marquette Alger-Risa issued a statement about the incident, saying in part, quote, "The safety of our students and staff is our top priority. We take all threats seriously and investigate them thoroughly. If a threat is deemed to be credible, appropriate steps are taken to protect our students and staff." Marquette Alger-Risa is committed to providing a safe and secure learning environment, and we would like to express our heartfelt appreciation to regional law enforcement and first responders for their partnership in keeping our schools and communities safe. You can read more about this right now at WZMQ19.com. Ontonagon residents will soon have to travel out of the county for emergency services. Aspirus Health announced today its Ontonagon Hospital will no longer provide emergency services and will transition to a rural health clinic effective April 20th. The nonprofit health system cites low inpatient numbers as one of the reasons for the move, saying some days there are no inpatients at all. The clinic will still offer some services such as primary care and outpatient services. At the same time, the health system is investing $30 million into renovations at its Aspirus Keweenaw Hospital in Laurium. Upgrades include larger inpatient rooms, updates to infrastructure, increased orthopedic care, and improved same-day services. You can read more about this on our website, WZMQ19.com. We'll continue to provide updates to this developing story. The mild winter weather has slowed down tourism and recreation all over the state. For the second year in a row, winter recreation has taken a dip because of the lack of snowfall. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has more on how the weather is having an impact on the state's economy.
The lack of snow accumulation has had a huge impact on trail and slope conditions, causing a ripple effect throughout the economy of the UP. The mild weather this winter has already resulted in the loss of over $40 million for ski resorts around the state.
The warm temperatures have been very impactful to our industry over the Christmas holidays. Limited openings and not being able to open at all has had a big impact.
Mickey McWilliams, president of the Snow Sports Industry Association, says that 22% of revenue for ski areas is made in the week between Christmas and New Year's. Now, with at least a base of snow, McWilliams explained that as long as temperatures drop under 28 degrees at night, the ski hills can patch the slopes enough to keep them open.
They're turning on their guns when they can to patch up those places and make sure that there's enough snow on the slopes for everyone to be able to get out and enjoy.
In Marquette, last weekend's Festival of the Sled Dog was one of a few events that still occurred, bringing some relief to the area.
I think downtown businesses very much appreciated that the Festival of the Sled Dog did occur, rather than just canceling everything outright.
But businesses in places like Lake Ogeebic are still working to find ways to make up the difference. In Wisconsin, Governor Tony Evers announced relief for business owners through the Federal Disaster Loan Program. President of the Lake Ogeebic Chamber of Commerce, Mary Beth DeFazio, says in her area, businesses are desperate for similar relief. Since December, they've reported over $7 million in losses, filing for assistance in January that they've yet to receive. DeFazio says at this point, it will be difficult to build up enough snow to boost recreation this winter. So they're already focusing on ways for businesses to make up for the losses by bringing in more visitors this summer. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
The death of Alexei Navalny on Friday is accelerating the effort to fight back against Russian President Vladimir Putin and aid for Ukraine. The cause of death of Putin's most outspoken critic is still unknown. His body still has not been returned to his family, now 5 days after his death. Many lawmakers have no doubt that Russian President Vladimir Putin is responsible for Navalny's death, including President Biden, who said he's considering new sanctions against Russia in response. Those who have been outspoken against Putin in the wake of Navalny's death say providing aid for Ukraine is more important now than ever. Experts say Navalny's death probably won't persuade House Republicans to pass the $95 billion foreign aid package, which includes $60 billion for Ukraine. But Democrats remain hopeful that this recent news will push House Republicans to reconsider, despite their steadfast opposition against the massive aid bill.
It's going to make it a little bit more difficult for them to make the case. However, the big case that they've been making has less to do with Putin and more to do with spending. And as we get closer to these budget deadlines that we're coming up on at the beginning of March, that's even going to be more salient.
Must show Putin that he must pay a price for the death of Navalny. And the best price the U.S. can make Putin pay is to give Ukraine the help they need.
Navalny died while serving a 19-year prison sentence on charges he said were politically motivated. Detroit's Michigan Central represents a gateway not just to Detroit, but southeastern Michigan as a whole. And the shuttered facility is coming back to life on June 6th. Trains won't be running through it. Instead, it'll be an innovation hub for Ford, which made the date official early this morning. Andres Gutierrez has reaction from locals who are eager to see what it looks like on the inside.
So the old train station remains an active work site, but crews are now in the home stretch of what has been 5 years of renovations. Ford promises it will become a must-see destination, and it's starting to live up to that.
On June 6th, a new chapter begins.
The hours since Ford unveiled the official opening day for Michigan Central, folks are flocking to the historic site to see some of the work already done.
I can't wait. I think the work you're hearing that's going on inside, to improve it, it's just going to be spectacular. So we came down purposely to kind of see this, and then we're going to have a bite to eat down here.
Which is what neighboring businesses like the Mercury Burger Bar want to hear.
We were all relieved. It was exciting to watch a piece of history come back for sure.
They've had a front row seat to the transformation of the 500,000 square foot space that'll be Ford's new hub for self-driving cars and EV research. Their presence is set to bring 5,000 new workers to the area.
Yeah, a whole new lot of friends and hopefully be able to get some more people down here and check out what we're doing in Corktown and help all of the small businesses down here.
Sheila Cockrell commends how much of a good neighbor Ford has been so far and wants to make sure they keep communicating once their innovation hub is up and running.
So that When an innovation is tried, people who live in a neighborhood know about it in advance, have a way to raise issues if somebody's got a drone that suddenly doesn't work and drops on somebody's car, who do you call?
Now that we know the opening date, Ford hasn't released any additional details about the grand reopening or how it deals with the crowds during those first few weeks. Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after this break. Plus, agriculture for tomorrow. The conference on Bay College's campus today focused on the farming industry in Michigan. And later, an under-10 hockey league in Negaunee has their eyes set on a state championship. How the kids are preparing for their big game. We're back in 2 minutes.
"19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
Who will be there when the final whistle blows or the final votes have been cast? Will you start a career in the broadcasting industry? Be there. Go to BeThereMichigan.com.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. That's because at John's Auto, communication is the key to service. When we have your car, you can expect to be updated on what's going on. And Craig here will explain repairs in terms I even understand, and I'm only 9. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Marquette.
And don't forget, we're still your #1 source for a pre-owned vehicle in Marquette County.
John's Auto Marquette.
Watching Andy Griffith has one result.
Makes you feel good, don't it? Kind of a warm feeling right in the middle of your stomach, your head 2 or 3 feet above your shoulders. You know why you're feeling that way, don't you, boy?
'Cause I'm pooped.
The Andy Griffith Show, weeknights at 8 on MeTV 19.1.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News.
We've got some warm-ish temperatures at the moment. We've had warm temperatures today. We'll see these tomorrow as well. Right now, though, we've got some areas in the 30s, although Houghton close to 39 possibly. Record-breaking temp today of 45. Previously, it was 44 back in 2003. And let me just double check. Yes, 2017. So it's been toasty before. This isn't completely out of the norm, but we did have some very warm temps across the board here in the Upper Peninsula. Silver City, most of these high records over in that Ontonagon and Houghton counties there. Silver City with a high of 57. It is February 20th and we saw a high of 57. Blows my mind. Out at the National Weather Service, like I just mentioned, a high of 45 degrees. Now we could see some fog this evening developing, but a lot more likely in that morning for your commute, especially down south here and in the far eastern corners there. Escanaba, my friends, you could see some freezing fog in those early morning hours till about mid-morning. We're in a fairly dry spell for the next couple of days until Thursday evening. I'll show you that with our snow outlook here in just a bit. But those temperatures tomorrow, like I said, 35 to 50 degrees. We'll start with some clouds in the sky along with that fog before things kind of clear out. You should have a moment or two with that sunshine, and then taking a look at that snow outlook by midnight Friday, early Friday morning, we'll have a light dusting there in the northwest here. And then by 5 p.m. we could have almost 1.5 inches here in Marquette, and then pretty much a dusting for everyone else. Houghton possibly 1 inch as well. So we're going to see these winds get a little bit gusty on that Thursday night and into our Friday. Taking a look though at that direction change on Wednesday morning, we'll have winds coming out of the west. We've had these southerly winds bringing these warm temperatures as well, but those winds are going to going to be fairly calm until, like I mentioned, Thursday evening around 5 p.m. We'll see things kick up to about 20 miles an hour. These are not the gusts. These are just the regular wind speeds coming out of the north on that Thursday evening. And then things pretty dry across most of the United States. Here, maybe some rain down in the very south portions of Wisconsin, but we are looking fairly dry at the moment. So let's take a look at these clouds moving across our Wednesday morning. Like I said, some spotty chances there for sunshine in the morning before things kind of clear out in the early afternoon. And then taking a look here Thursday evening, we'll see some mixture there. 8 o'clock in the evening up in the Keweenaw, and then by 11 o'clock most of the north half of the UP seeing some flurries flying around, some lake effect snow showers. Taking a look at our 7-day for Marquette, we'll stay warm until Friday when temps really drop down.
Thanks, Air. Today, Bay College hosted an event showcasing the present and future of agriculture in the Upper Peninsula. WZMQ's Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons has the details.
On Tuesday, the Michigan State University Extension brought approximately 100 farmers from across the UP together for the 2024 Agriculture for Tomorrow conference.
It's directed towards farmers of all different sizes, both small and large, full-time and part-time farmers. We've got a series of classes for specialty crops, field crop production and forage production, livestock, and a homestead track for people just trying to live off of the land.
The conference also featured information and resources from industry professionals, as well as discussions on important topics affecting many farmers right now.
We're really looking at record high beef prices and how farmers can capitalize on those prices. In the forage and field crops, we're talking about regenerative agriculture and how to improve soil health, those types of issues.
Attendees received the latest knowledge and skills they can put to use on their own farms.
Growing alfalfa is really why I'm here, to learn more about that and the nutrients that goes into growing alfalfa without dumping a huge amount of money on the wrong thing, soil samples, that kind of thing. You know, anything to benefit alfalfa growth in my area.
And in their businesses.
I own a feed store in Germpass, so the more knowledge that I can pass on to the consumers that come into the store is going to benefit me in the end.
To create a better tomorrow for the region's agriculture, consumers, and farmers.
We're not just central part of the Upper Peninsula, this is the central part of agriculture here. I think the real benefit is you get to have nearly 100 farmers being in one location, be able to talk about issues, and they'll learn more from each other than they probably do from our classes today.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Escanaba.
The Escanaba Public Library is helping patrons better understand and use technology in their daily lives. On Tech Tuesdays, guests can ask library staff any tech questions they have every Tuesday. Staff can assist patrons with services like setting up the library's virtual reading app on their phones, but guests can also receive help with personal tech needs like setting up an email address or using an iPad, printing from a mobile device, even participating in Zoom calls.
A lot of people out there that don't have the technology literacy that they need to operate in this world. There isn't too many places that you can go anymore that you don't have to have some sort of an online presence, so we help bridge that gap. We're really full service to helping people get on board with technology.
Tech Tuesdays services are available from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Appointments have a maximum time of 1 hour, but walk-ins are welcome. A Negaunee under-10 hockey team is looking to bring home a state championship next month for the first time in over a decade. WZMQ's Scott Minshaw caught up with the team at a practice to find out how they're preparing.
But just like the pros, before hitting the ice,
everyone down here, this side the blue line, you know the drill.
In March, the Negaunee Miners Squirt AA hockey team will head to Kalamazoo to play in the Michigan Amateur Hockey Association state finals. The team has already proven itself as the best in the Upper Peninsula by winning the district tournament.
When we left as the winners, it was pretty neat. Every other team, kind of said, hey, we'll be cheering you on. Good luck down there. It's been amazing the support we felt in the last week.
These players might be 10 years old, but just like the pros, before hitting the ice, they have team meetings to discuss strategy.
Cover that D if you're a winger, right? That makes sense?
Yeah. The players are confident in their abilities and excited to compete.
We're a pretty good team together. Yeah. We really know how to pass the puck and everything like that.
Yeah.
I think we can go pretty far in states.
The team has been together for 2 years. The players have formed friendships off the ice. Who's your favorite teammate?
Evan.
Evan? Why Evan?
Because she's in the same class as me and we're friends.
While the team is highly competitive, the coaches keep in mind these players are still just 10 years old.
Some days they really like to be pushed, but we have to be patient. They are kids, and they go to school all day. They come to the rink to have fun.
Good play, Benny!
The state tournament is set to be played March 1st through the 3rd.
All right, give me a line out there.
Ben.
Scott Minchall, WZMQ 19 News, Nagani.
We will be sure to follow the Miners as they head downstate and give you updates on how they do in that state tournament. Mike Ludlum has more sports on the way. Mike, which games is it tonight?
In high school hockey, it's Nagani against Escanaba as the state tournament begins. We'll also catch up with 2 girls basketball games when we return.
This is for the trip.
Pictionary.
Drill. Drill is correct.
Pencil us in.
You're going on a cruise to Alaska.
Weekdays at 9 on WZMQ CBS.
Tonight,
we have a stadium of excitement here. This is
That's
fantastic.
exactly right. It's not every day that we give the people a John Cena.
The Late Show, tonight on CBS.
Meet Mike Baxter, pioneer.
Dad, how do you kill an elk?
Wait outside the lodge until last call, then hit it with a tire iron. Frontiersman.
Pheasant hunting is ridiculous. All the running and the chasing and the fetching.
That's what the dog's for.
But Maddie did such a good job. Who's a good girl?
Legend.
I have a 60-year-old truck and a 30-year-old marriage. You should be happy that I am stuck in my old ways.
I do love that truck.
No wonder he's the last man standing.
Sorry, guys. That took me for... What is this?
Well, you know how our T-Mobile home internet can slow down?
Uh-huh.
Turns out, walls can get in the way. So I fixed it.
So instead of getting us Spectrum internet, which is fast and reliable 24/7, you got us internet that can be blocked by walls.
Yes, but I think I fixed it.
By smashing a hole through our wall.
Well, technically, walls. Yeah, I might not want to go in the dining room.
Don't settle for T-Mobile cell phone internet.
Kid's a natural.
This is why I don't leave the house.
Get faster, more reliable internet speeds with Spectrum.
Who will be there when the final whistle blows? When the final votes have been cast? Who will be there when we need a warning or a laugh? Will you? Start a career in the broadcasting industry. Whether it's on air or behind the scenes, there's a world of opportunities waiting for you. Be there as history unfolds. Go to BeThereMichigan.com.
Local news and weather 24/7, whenever you need it. WZMQ 19 News is on the world's #1 streaming platform, Roku.
Good evening, everyone. The Nagani girls basketball team continues toward the Team of the Year crown in Divisions 1 through 3. Mike O'Donnell's Miners visited the Marquette Sentinels this evening, and we will pick up the action in the first quarter, probably the later half of the first quarter. Emma Mason for Nagani to Claire O'Donnell, Gretel Johnson for 3. All net there. Miners led 13-9 after 8 minutes. Second quarter, Marquette's Brianna Anderson drives, passes back to Kylie Emblad, and she will put that one in off the window. Sentinels trail 13-11. Next for the Maize and Blue, Aubrey Johnson starts a semi-fast break. Emma Mason gives the ball back to Aubrey Johnson. She's behind the arc and knocks that one down. Miners up 5 at 16-11. Then off the inbound, Claire O'Donnell, Kira Waterman to Emma Mason, gets that one to rattle in. She had 18 points, Miners up 10. For Marquette, it's Brianna Anderson to Kylie Emblad again. Believe it or not, Emblad scored 15 of the 16 Sentinels points in the first half, ended up with 22. Callie Ryla scores next for the Miners, and Nagani pulls away a little more in the second half to win 55-37. Hop in the car, let's go to Ishpeming, where the #1 Hematites in Division 4 were taking on Manistee. And off the steal, it is Leah Goudreau for the layup, and the Emeralds jumped out to a 10-4 lead. But the Hematites would come back. Janessa Engel countered with a pair of three-pointers to knock the contest at 10. For the Emeralds, Maya Carlson gets an offensive rebound. Quick pass to Alexis McDade. She hits the short jumper, 12-10 Manistee. Maya Hemmer will save the ball by the Emerald bench, and a nice bounce pass to Peyton Manningen for the layup, and Ishpeming is back in business. Manistee off the inbound. Maya Carlson, nice pass to Jolynn Zeller around, but Maya says no. Maya Hemmer says no, get that out of here. Ishpeming inbound, that'll work a little better. Manningen to Jenna Mackey for the hoop. And Janessa Engel's going to hit the three coming up. She had 4 triples in the first half, a total of 26. And Ishpeming pulls away big time in the second half to win 69-38. To the girls' board we go. Escanaba gets past Menominee by 1, 58-57. West Tarrant County a 2-point winner over Westwood, 51-49. Kingsford upends Gladstone, 44-31. Lauren Adams has 21 as Norway gets past Superior Central, 46-14. In overtime, Ironwood by 1 over Ontonagon, 54-53. Ewan-Trail Creek 62, Bessemer 39. Lakeland and Hubble doubles up Dollar Bay plus 2, 54-26. We did not hear from Calumet and Jeffers. It was Gwynn in the win column, 43-38 over Iron Mountain. Stevenson cruises past Mid-Peninsula, 61-32. The Sioux 49, Newberry 35. Sheboygan races past Rudyard, 60-29. St. Ignace all over Engadine, and it was Indian River Inland Lakes downing Pickford, 37-31. On the boys' side, Ishpeming 57, Calumet 38. Hancock wins by 14 over Republic Michigami, 61-47. Nick Miskovich had 23 for Ironwood, a 57-53 winner over Ontonagon. Ewan-Trail Creek 65, Bessemer 47. Wakefield Marinisco 51-37, taking care of Waters Meet. It was Lakeland and Hubble 84-59 over Dollar Bay. Munising a 2-point win at North Central, 49-47. Stevenson no trouble with Mid-Peninsula. Manistee 14 better than Bark River Harris, 59-45. And Johnny Ingles had 22 for St. Ignace, 63-28, sailing past Engadine. Also, it was Pickford 74, East Jordan 55. We did not hear from Cedarville Detour and Petoskey St. Michael. And Alanson over Maplewood Baptist, 64-49. Hockey, we go. State tournament underway in Division 3. Negaunee in the dark sweaters against Escanaba. And Owen Labonte will put that one home, and Escanaba has a 1-0 lead. Moving to period number 2, Cully Hayes will get a save. The puck will bounce all the way out to the blue line, and Lucas Reamer lets it rip, and he finds the net, the back of it, and we're tied at 1. Later in the second period, 4-on-4, Graham Johnson takes a centering pass and puts that one home. Escanaba added one more in the third to win 3-1. Negaunee's Patrick Klump made 39 saves. He was named the #1 star. Escanaba visits Marquette on Thursday. On the scoreboard in the other game in Division 3, Manistee scored 3 goals in the last 5 minutes to beat Kingsford 5-2. Manistee travels to Sault Ste. Marie on Thursday. Big Ten basketball, MSU and Iowa. Key game for the Spartans. Can't afford too many losses if they want to make the NCAA tournament. Tyson Walker knocks down one of 7 3-pointers in the first half to tie the game at 11. But the Hawkeyes, they were doing it on the inside. That is Ben Cricky getting it up and in for 2 of his 18. And Peyton Sandfort drains a triple. And MSU was down 12 at the break. It did not get a whole lot better for the Spartans. They cut it close, but Iowa is your winner, 78-71. Wisconsin beat Maryland 74-70, and we will be right back.
Tonight, we have a stadium of excitement here. This is
That's
fantastic.
exactly right. It's not every day that we give the people a John Cena.
The Late Show, tonight on CBS.
If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, then you need to call us right now. Debt Fix Pros can significantly reduce the amount you owe, and you could be debt-free faster than you think.
I knew we had to do something. Our debt was growing.
It was getting out of control, and we just didn't know what to do.
We saw an ad for Debt Fix Pros. We called, and they showed us how fast they could get us out of debt.
Call 1-800-308-1656. That's 1-800-308-1656.
Baraga County Memorial Hospital, continually striving to improve the well-being of our community. Care is not just a service, it's a way of life. February is Heart Month, and BCMH is excited to welcome renowned local cardiologist Dr. Vakivagis from the Keweenaw. We're currently booking cardiology appointments and accepting new patients. Baraga County Memorial Hospital, our family caring for your family.
UP weather changes hour to hour and from one place to another. I'm Ariane Stasic. We take tracking our ever-changing winter weather seriously. You depend on 19 News to keep you updated when snow, ice, and wind are in the forecast. At First Warning Weather, we use the best tools and technology to see what's coming and keep you informed.
Be the first to know about snow with Ariane Stasic and WZMQ 19's First Warning Weather.
Hi, Paul. Meet Opie Taylor. He's dramatic. A dreamer.
I wish that I get a B in arithmetic.
But most of all,
I think you're the best sheriff in the whole world.
he's devoted to Dad. It's Andy and Opie on The Andy Griffith Show.
Weeknights at 8 on MeTV 19.1.
Well, we've got some areas with mostly clear skies. The eastern portion, a little bit more cloud coverage. We'll see those clouds increasing tonight, as well as some patchy fog. And look at these temps. Normal highs around 27. The climber went off the cliff because our forecast high tomorrow is around 41 degrees. Check out these highs. Those clouds eventually clearing out for some sunshine throughout the day. So make sure you get that natural vitamin D. And then we've got the Trinary Outhouse Classic coming up on Saturday. Mostly sunny skies for the day, and those temperatures in that low 30, upper 20 degree range should be a great forecast for that event. Escanaba's outlook, we've got chance for dense freezing fog in the morning that could clear out around 10, 11 o'clock. So just be prepared. And then look at these temperatures dropping on Friday down to 25. Will stay fairly dry until International Polar Bear Day on Tuesday.
Thanks, Air. Finally tonight, a Michigan-based technology company is planting roots in the UP. Eco Smart Home Pros held a ribbon cutting today, celebrating its new location in the Masonic Center right in downtown Marquette. The company offers home automation tools from automated garage doors to even music playing in your house as soon as you walk in the door. The company says the services can also be helpful for those who are away for the winter or just on a long vacation.
Water leak detections under sinks, near your water heater, and you know automatically, hey, something's happening, you have a smart lock, you just call up your local plumber and you can go on your way. You don't have to worry about, oh, I need to find a flight, I need to get home, I need to do this. Call your professional and go do your thing.
The company says the goal has always been about bringing a more convenient and easier life to the customer. And that will do it for us tonight. Thanks for being here. We'll see you back here tomorrow night at 6, 5 Central.
Shop our huge selection of Amish crafted dining room sets at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Browse our large in-stock collection and customize with a special order with 1-year no-interest financing available, plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture today. Have you heard? Affordable healthcare is better than ever. And right now there are more carriers and plans to choose from. If you're between 18 and 64